And I'm like, maybe I might like this. The lather here is nothing to write home about. It will lather up like you guys are seeing. Yes, I went back and watched it. 6 months later, it smelled more sweet this time around than it smelled salty. Oh. Hey guys, Jess here. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I will be doing a 6-month update for a body wash from OGX in the scent Rose Water and Pink Sea Salt. By the way, this video just crossed the 1,000 views mark. Real quick, it's celebration time. You guys are the real MVPs. I love you guys. I love you guys. To the Brave Squad, it is a big thank you. For those of you that are already a part of the family, I'd like to thank you very much. However, if you are not, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell as well. So without further ado, I will not hold you any longer. So let's begin this adventure by doing a demonstration here. I'm a big fan of those, by the way, just in case you're watching for the first time. So we are going to go over here our 6-month update. So I decided to do this just because I've been doing this with some of the top performing videos on my channel that you guys have gravitated towards. And this was one that just hit 1K views on my channel just a few days ago from when this video will be released. So I'm showing you guys just a demonstration of how I use this. And the smell, let's get the smell out of the way. First things first, the smell. When I smelled it, initially I had expressed that it came off really salty. It's a quite different perspective that I have this time around. I noticed that when I smelled it this time around, 6 months later, that this smelled sweeter, and it smelled more like roses and rose water than anything. And I'm like, maybe I might like this. Because that's the part that annoyed me the worst about it. And I'm just like, no, this is just not my style. But this, 6 months later, a change of heart. It definitely smells sweeter this time around. And I think it may have more to do with it having a chance to settle into the bottle and all the ingredients, you know, marry themselves together and get busy. That is a chemistry term for them to just basically, you know, for the mixture to become as one together. I'll put the term up there if I find it. I believe that had a lot to do with it. So I'm also here demonstrating what happens to the scent when water hits it. So more of the sweet scent came out, but it's just that when water was introduced, that sweetness was there, but it died down and it took a back seat. And that's when I began to smell a little bit more of the saltiness from the pink sea salt. But then that was kind of like muted itself as well. So it was just like both of those scents weren't really competing for each other's attention in this mixture. Now, when it comes to the lather, I'm demonstrating this for you guys. Perfect timing, by the way. That the lather here is nothing to write home about. It will lather up like you guys are seeing, and I'm just playing with the lather. But this is not really a lather that you can fill up the bathtub with or the shower floor like you guys are seeing here. It will not create a bubble wall, but it will do its job like what it's designed to do. And so I'm just going over that and demonstrating that for you guys a couple times over. Yeah, when I first found out about this and prior to buying this and prior to my initial review 6 months ago, I read the reviews and I saw where it said, well, this smells like a pink starburst. It does not. It does smell good though. Now that we're completely rinsed off, does the scent linger after the wash? Even in this update, we will find out in 1 hour. So the lasting power on this is an hour and some change. I was surprised because my initial review, yes, I went back and watched it. My initial review was saying about the lasting power. I don't think it had too much lasting power and it's just only for the experience. Well, turns out with it settling on my shower shelf, say that 10 times fast, that had to have something to do with its lasting power, because from the first time I've smelled it now, 6 months later, I smelled more of the rose water scent. It smelled sweeter, more sweet this time around. Then it smelled salty. I was like, whoa there, woman. What to change? I was really thinking about, I'm like, well, maybe the difference is I should let some of these settle and then come back to them to see. Because a lot of times a product will perform differently when you first get it than it will when you try it again once it's sat on the shelf and settled a little bit in the bottle. Also, you have to take into account of temperatures that you store it in. If you store it in a cooler temperature, then it has more of a chance of lasting longer, increasing its shelf life. Most body washes have a expiration date of 12 months out from when you open a bottle, not from when you buy, because that's, if you like to stock, then that's a problem. Okay. You have to take those factors into account. So when I noticed that, I can still smell it now. It smells so sweet. The saltiness is still there from the pink sea salt, but ultimately I could smell more of the rose water this time around than when I initially did so 6 months ago. Literally just 6 months ago. Here are my honest final thoughts. 6 months later, I have a change of heart about this. I think I might like this. OGX rose water and pink sea salt scrub and wash. However, I do wish that it lathered up more. But what overshadows that for this 6-month update is that the lasting power changed. And that had to have something to do with the way I stored it and in what temperature I stored it in. It's not a favorite, but you know, it's in my good graces. That's what I can say. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my 6-month body wash update for the OGX Scrub and Wash in the scent Rose Water and Pink Sea Salt. And until next time and until the next video.